Thank you. Cash McVay, 139 Washington Street. I would like to make a brief comment on the pathway realignment and the picnic pavilion on the east side of Hayling Park. I'm not going to regurgitate all the arguments against that have been presented in writing to you in the steering committee. What I'd like to say is no one in the neighborhood that I've talked to, which is many, is aware of the pathway realignment. So it would be prudent to get this corrected in the planning stages rather than wait until the bulldozers show up to destroy an area that's equivalent to 19 standard-sized tennis courts. One thing I have not mentioned to you before is a story behind the pathway, that the section that is set to be demolished. When City Manager John Regan was managing the development of the park, he wanted residents to be involved, so he asked a group of us to stake out the entire east side pathway from the parking area to the southern tip of the park. It took us several days to complete. It is documented on the Keep Riberia Point Green Facebook page. So the location of this existing pathway was vetted by the community, laid out by resident volunteers, and has already been paid for by the Lincolnville taxpayer through the CRA. If the mission of the CRA is to remove blight and beautify the neighborhood, demolishing a perfectly good pathway and the wildlife habitat that has grown around it makes no sense whatsoever. Plus, last steering committee meeting, there was talk about securing loans and bonds to cover the enormous costs ahead. Please ask yourself, why on earth would you want to be wasting taxpayers' dollars to realign an existing pathway that has already been paid for once? It really makes no sense whatsoever. Thank you for your time, and everybody knows how to get in touch with me if you want to talk about it further. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. McVay. Any other speakers here? I don't have any more cards, but anyone's welcome to come to the podium and give your name and address. Hearing none, seeing none, public comment is closed.